Welcome to the massive grand final edition of the web TV show. My name's Yeendy, here with Rhiannon Banner, who's the netball coordinator assistant, or
netball operations coordinator.
There we go. We've got it is a bit of a tongue twister, but a very, very exciting time of year with the RDFNL grand final and all the netball stuff happening this weekend, all the football, great atmosphere. How is it shaping up at league headquarters this week?
Yeah, a bit busy, but ready to go and ready for a big day of grand finals.
Excellent. And how is it sort of shaping up heading out at Romsey? I know they've got a massive day planned. Obviously, new experience for them, but the team over there are capable of hosting a terrific day. Yeah,
they've been very good in organising everything, and their submission with their the way that they had set up the grand final just was amazing. So we're very excited for a new venue, and we'll see how it goes.
They did a magnificent job hosting the Interleague this year and a couple of night games as well, so we know exactly what they're all about, hosting a terrific occasion, and make sure you get on down there. It's going to be a great day down at Romsey Park, and of course well into the night, because they will be celebrating. The team down there know how to celebrate, especially if the home team get up in the footy.
Yeah, we'll see how they go.
Now, on the back of a very successful Bowen and Ryan medal night, very big crowd that attended there last Wednesday over at Taylor's Lake. So how did you enjoy the night personally?
It was actually a really, really good night. Everyone that I've spoken to has enjoyed it, so we had a good time, and I hope everyone else that went did as well.
Yeah, well, they've got a bumper crowd there, which is fantastic, and that's just sort of led beautifully into the preliminary final, of course, over at Landsfield Park again. Another great day. I think we've been pretty blessed over the last few weeks. We've had some nice weather on finals days.
Very nice. Hopefully we get another one this weekend.
Yeah, well, the weather radar is shaping up to be pretty good. Now, we'll take a bit of a look at the other big netball games coming this weekend, and the under-18s concept has been terrific for this competition. How have you sort of found it with the team behind the scenes in terms of making sure this particular competition runs well?
It's been going really, really well, and I think the competition will go for a long, long time as well, and really far into the future. And it's good for all the other grades, the senior grades, for these younger girls stepping up and playing in their own comp instead of playing in a higher grade. So they've come down, they're playing girls at their age, and and they're very strong as well. They're a strong team, so it's been implemented just this year, and for the talent throughout the whole comp is really good, and a great stepping stone up into our senior competition.
It's great to see all the clubs have really embraced the concept as well.
Yeah, and they all have, and they've all put a team forward, so it's really good, going well.
Well, it has been a sort of a very growing point for the league at the moment, because we do have the under-13, under-15s, which has been pretty essential to the development of the junior netballs coming through.
Yep.
Have you had much to do with that over the course of the year?
Yeah. So we ran 13 under and 15 under in the junior comp. So we had 12 teams, I'm pretty sure, that put forward two netball sides. For the junior footy club, we've never had netball before. To implement two teams is really good. So it's been going well, and even that is a good stepping stone into our under-18 comp, and then further again. So, we're looking at implementing a few more grades, hopefully next year, different age groups, and making the league bigger.
And hopefully get a few more other clubs on board as well, who probably, I know for a fact they would have looked back in envy of just how successful it was. And I think from memory, we saw 4 different clubs winning as well, I think, the 2 under-15s and 2 under-13s. So
we had Rupo won our 13s. We have 4 different grades. So we had Rupo into Sunbury Kangaroos.
And Romsey had a win.
And Romsey, so we have couple different clubs, which is good.
Which is good. You've got to sort of mix it up. Now, let's look ahead to the other big ones, the under-18s. We've got Rupertswood v Macedon, and we had some pretty good audio coming back through our great mate Rixie on Highlands FM over the weekend about how close this one was. Macedon Riddle went down to the wire down there before Macedon sort of crept away. Been showing some good form there, the Cats, but Rupertswood, they seem to be doing quite well, considering they've got a good talent pool to draw from.
Rupo are a very strong side in their under-18 comp. Macedon played very, very well against Riddle. They come out firing in the first quarter, and they just got above, and they kept that score the whole way. And Riddle came back really, really strongly, and they played brilliant, a brilliant game, but Macedon just took it in the end. So I think it will be a close game, but I think Rupert's are just very, very strong in this division. So Macedon might have it cut out to them. They might have to try a bit harder this week.
Yeah, well, exactly. If it's anything like the under-18s, well, it actually mirrors the under-18 and the halves in the footy department. So we're going to have a cracker of a match here. Romsey v Rupertswood in the C grade from 10 past 11. That is going to be a fantastic game. Rupertswood just getting up over the line quite comfortably, actually, by 15 goals on the weekend. Again, just highlighting the strength of the Rupertswood netball component of the club.
Yeah, they are very strong throughout all of the netball grades, and for them to have three teams in the grand final is such a great achievement for them and as a club. So yeah, I do think another close game. All of our grand finals are going to be close games on the day. You know, it's a grand final. Who doesn't want to play in a grand final and win? So yeah, I think another close game. I'm not sure which way it's going to go. Romsey also have a great side, so you know that's shown from them getting into the grand final. So you never know what's going to happen on the day.
Well, the following game, 20 past 12, B grade action there. Macedon v Rupertswood. I've been told by a number of sources that if there's any game that's going to go to extra time, this is the one. These two have been inseparable over the course of the year with the way they've been playing. They've played some cracking games. This is going to be one to watch here in B grade action.
It will be a great game. Both our B grade and A grade and all of our grades, they're going to be good games. But I do think Macedon are very, very strong. They'll put forward straight from the semis into the grand final. So Rupo really had their work cut out for them and had to play in the prelim, but they got there and did well. So yeah, another cracking game. I'm just not sure which way it's going to go really. So yeah, we'll see. We'll just have to see.
I think everyone on the day will be feeling much the same. I wonder if Macedon will be riding the high of winning the second semi at home to advance through, or whether Ruperts would enjoy the match practice they had last week. I think it's always a toss of the coin as well in such a game that's already going to be close anyway.
Well, yeah, you never know when you have a break. You have a weekend off and then you have to come back and play grand finals, so I don't know which one's better, really.
It'll be a cracking one to get down there. It's 20 past 12, of course, over at Romsey Park. Now, the big one, and this is one that everyone's been talking about as well, and it's a shame that the Ryan medalist won't be taking part of this, Lauren Close, who's unfortunately out for 12 months with an injury there, but Riddle v Melton Centrals, this is going to be a cracker, especially given that Centrals went down to Romsey last year in the big one.
Yeah, so Melton Centrals did really, really well on the weekend down at Lancefield in the prelim. They came out and just won by a couple of goals in the end. It was such a great game, and honestly thought that game was going to go into overtime, which is another 14 minutes of play. So lucky it didn't. Yeah, so I think Centrals, I have no idea what's going to happen. Centrals have such depth in their team, and they just have some great players, but so do Riddle. So I don't know how the matchup's going to be. I think it's going to be a little different. And with Lauren out, it's a big out for them down in Riddle's defence. So yeah, and then we have really strong shooters for Melton Centrals, but then we have really strong shooters and mid-court. It's just going to be, I have no idea what's going to happen. But no, it's going to be a ripper game, and I just think it's going to come down to that last goal.
Well,
I really do.
There is one player which I think will definitely be a cracking chance to get down that last goal if it comes down to it, is Christine Harris. Now, I don't know through your experience, but there's one girl, she's the one girl that plays in 2 different competitions. She'll be suiting up for Gisborne in A grade, I'm pretty confident, this Saturday, hoping to try and get her team in a grand final. So she gets up there and gets the girls over the line over with some great shooting. That's just a little bit of a warm-up heading into a grand final. She could have the honour of playing in 2 grand finals in the space of about 6 days if she gets the girls over the line there over at Gisborne. But very multi-talented. I don't know how she does it, but I think she'll be a key in the goal shooting department. Yeah,
she will. She's got a great shot, and if she's on, she's going to be very, very hard to stop. But I do think Melton Centrals do have a great defence as well, and with Lauren out, you never know what's going to happen, and hopefully they get some. I know they have some young defenders down at Riddle, so hopefully they can get the ball down to her.
Yeah, fingers crossed we do get a real close one down there. Just repeating the times, we've got the under 18s from 10 o'clock. That's Rupo and Macedon in C grade, 10 past 11, Romsey v Rupertswood. Macedon take on Rupertswood in B grade from 20 past 12, and from 1:45 we've got Riddle and Melton Centrals in A grade, which is Yeah, just a lot of sensational matches there, but as you highlighted, I think the big winner in this case is Rupo. They've got 3 of the 4 in there. I know that they were probably a bit stiff to sort of work their way in for an A grade, given that it was a quite competitive down there as well. But good signs on the rise if you're a Rupo fan. But I guess, Riddle's got 1 team in there, Macedon's got a couple. Riddle's got a pretty well balanced in there. So Macedon and Rupo, they seem to be the teams that seem to be spearheading the netball department. But I think they're quite successful anyway across the board, aren't they?
They are. They all are. There's a good mixture of teams that are playing in the finals, and it's good for all different clubs to take part in a grand final, not just the same one. So it's good for the league. It's good for the clubs. But yeah, Rupert's sort of big achievement, and just unlucky to get their A grade into the grand final as well. But yeah, they've got every other grade. So.
Yeah, that's right.
There's someone else, should I say?
Well, make sure to Romsey Park on Sunday. Tickets $15 for adults to get in there, $8 for concession. Under 16s are free. Pick up a quality record for $5 there, and of course from the netball component. A lot will be said about the footy side of things, hopefully in the podcast, but. A big bumper edition of the record, but netball will get a really good rub of the green as well. And I've had a look at Mrs. Bailey's assessments of the game, and I tell you what, she's got her finger on the pulse, the newly appointed Sovereigns netball coach there. So it is going to be a ripper of a read and a ripper of a day.
Yeah, she knows her stuff, that's for sure.
She certainly does. Well, Rhiannon, thanks so much for joining us here on a bit of an insight into the netball and a bit more at RDFL HQ in the lead up to the grand final.
No worries.
And wish you all the best and the team all the best off the field, so to speak, in the lead up to the big one.
Thanks, Chris.